Hello, my name is Chad Holland here at Top Performance Academy here in Graham, North Carolina. 15 years of playing experience, 15 years of coaching experience. And what we do here at the Academy is nothing that I did when I played, nothing that I did when I coached. We continuously ask our players to get better, but us as coaches need to also get better. How is it fair for us to ask our kids when we're not trying to get better as well? I'm continuously researching. Finally found a program that really fits the needs of all our pitchers from 8 years old all the way through Major League Baseball. Couple of points I want to touch on. We're having a rash of elbow injuries. I have the arm right here in front of me, great book, talking about Tommy John, and all multitude of factors come in. Kids pitching on multiple teams, high stress innings, high stress throws, multiple times a week. We always want to get those high stress throws once a week, but bottom line is travel ball, middle school baseball, high school baseball, kids are throwing tens of thousands of pitches incorrectly. By the time it's time for recruiting and time for scouting and possible draft picks, possible scholarship opportunities, we don't necessarily have the proper arm strength, and we're creating all these injuries. So a couple things I want to touch on: pitch counts, stress and fatigue. A normal 10-year-old pitcher, 15 to 20 pitches in one inning, typically starts to reach fatigue. His core strength starts to fatigue, his shoulder strength starts to fatigue, and guess where that energy system goes? Right into the elbow. So we're putting all that stress on the elbow. And I know you've been to plenty of rec games, plenty of travel ball games where you've seen multiple pitchers throw more than 20 pitches an inning. Too many balls, too many errors. We're having kids throwing back-to-back 30-pitch innings. Sure, if they're on an innings limit of 4 innings, but they're throwing 25 to 30 pitches in those innings, now we've got a kid throwing 100 pitches. So we need to understand that it's not necessarily about the innings count, it's more about high stress innings. Now if they're throwing 10 to 12 pitches an inning, then they can throw 4 or 5 innings. That would be great, but how many times does that really happen? Okay, so we really want to limit those high stress back-to-back innings. If they do have those, you need to get those kids out right away because they're constantly fatigued at that moment. We talk about shoulder fitness here at the Arm Care program, why it's important. Okay, it's important to maintain consistent delivery through your mechanics throughout your delivery. So we really want to focus on that core strength because if we lose that core strength while we're pitching, the energy is going to go into the shoulder. We also want to have that shoulder strength as well, so we do a multitude of shoulder exercises, the plyo wall, high stress throws in here, so your stressful throws out there are not so stressful. Once all that energy, you lose all that, you fatigue that energy, again, the energy goes into the elbow, and that's what's creating all the elbow issues that we're having. It's not necessarily curveballs, although I would recommend not throwing curveballs until you're 14 because of the mechanics, because of the core strength, because of the lack of shoulder strength. I would highly recommend not throwing curveballs. We see it every tournament. We face it in every tournament, 10, 11 years old. The higher we get, the more curveballs we see, and it's unfortunate that you're willing to risk a kid's health to wear a ring or to wear a belt or to wear some type of championship banner, because really, is that what it's about? Is it about the development of the kid, or is it about you and winning that ring? Okay? Poor mechanics. All our kids have poor mechanics. We really work to develop those mechanics through our Arm Care program. Loss of velo. You can be 1 inch off and create and have that serious injury, that career-threatening injury. You're also lack of velo. And then, of course, the curveballs with the lack of mechanics, you're really putting your kid at harm, and we wonder why we have so many dead arms and so many Tommy Johns at 13, 14 years old. All right, thank you very much for listening. I hope we learned something today. Come by and see us, see what we're all about at Top Performance Academy. Thank you.